Hello everyone and welcome to the team builder for our week 1 match against Dries and his team, the Navy Spheals, which by the way is an incredible team name. I have to give him credit for that. We first of all we have Empoleon, Poseidon the Empoleon, running the Choppleberry that allows us to live body presses from Skarmory and close combats from Cleave or Mienshao, maybe even a Drain Punch from Mimikyu if that thing is boosted up. And our main goal for this is probably going to be a lead. It depends on what he brings, but we could just set up Stealth Rocks immediately, flip turn out. Surf could potentially kill something like a Mienshao after a -1 drop. And we have Roost just for recovery, just to stay healthy with this thing, just because it's going to be a very important pivot for us. Next up we have Dusclops, which is Terra Fairy this weekend. We have the Violite, Mr. Hades himself. This thing is running Will-O-Wisp just to burn something like Mimikyu or Mienshao, just punishing something that wants to knock us off. We have Haze in case anything really gets out of hand with those stat boosts. We have Terrablast Fairy, which does huge damage to things like Mienshao. And we have Nightshade just in case something bulky wants to come in that resists our Terra Fairy moves like Skarmory. Next we have Vileplume, Demeter the Vileplume with Rocky Helm. This is going to be our main check to Mr. Mienshao, just getting that Rocky Helm chip, but potentially even Effect Spore something if we have the opportunity. Toxic is for those bulkier mons, something like Mimikyu. This is also another good check to Mimikyu. We have Strength Sap just because our opponent's team is very physically offensive, so we do really well just lowering their attack and healing up. Energy Ball just does big damage potentially. I believe we Energy Ball have a Giga Drain just because we have a good chance to one-shot the Inteleon if it's not defensive. And Sludge Bomb, I valued the higher poison chance than the more damage just because the extra damage really wasn't changing anything in calcs. So I valued the poison chance instead. Next we have Galvantula, which is choice specs this week and is pretty decently fast. We have the Choice Specs Thunders, which just do so much. Modest Choice Spec Thunders do so much into his team. Volt Switch is obviously just getting out. This obviously is another one of our potential leads. Energy Ball, I don't think we really needed Bug Stab. Nothing was really weak to it that would take more from Bug Buzz rather than just Thunder Volt Switch. And the only ground type he has is Sand Slash, which takes a huge chunk from Choice Specs Energy Balls. And we have Choice Spec Sticky Web, which we didn't really need anything in that last slot, and if we do get the webs up, we can do some big things. So this potentially could be the lead. Just click Sticky Web and make our opponent think we aren't specs when we are. Flamigo is here, running CC Brave Bird with the Choice Band, obviously Scrappy as well. We just do so much damage to everything, even that Mimikyu takes so much damage. Dual Wing Beat is obviously to hit the Mimikyu, we can break open its disguise and then get another good hit off onto it. U-turn is just to get out of any tough situations. If webs go up, this thing becomes such a threat to the opposing team. And then finally we have Cyclizar, which is a very interesting set with Eject Pack, Thunderbolt Draco, so Draco can get us out of a tough situation. Thunderbolt, actually we have enough investment to two-shot both Inteleon and defensive Skarmory. With Thunderbolt, maybe we punish a Rocky Helm Skarmory coming in to try and block a Rapid Spin, which we also do have just in case. And we have Taunt as well. This is like the third potential lead. But it's probably the least likely one, even though we are like max speed. I'm just scared of a Choice Scarf Mienshao lead. And Poland can handle that a little bit better because of its Choppleberry. But yeah, that is the team for week 1. And I'll see you lot in the battle. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our week 1 match against Dries. Let's do this. Let's get right into it. Let's get it right into it. He has Mienshao, Mimikyu, Altaria. Ooh, I didn't expect Sand Slash. So he has the Inteleon, the Mienshao, no Ambipom. There is Cleavor. No Skarmory is incredible to me. Let me double check I'm recording. Yeah, I am. No Skarmory is really surprising in my opinion. Altaria. He has a Sand Slash instead. So yeah, as I said, let me just look at this. We do want to be leading Empoleon here. His best lead... Empoleon does really well here. Sandslash, Mienshao are really annoying. We're just going to lead Empoleon here. Let's go. Week 1, let's hope we can do this. I think he might lead Mienshao. Cleaver also looks like a really good lead. Obviously he brought Sandslash probably for spin, just because he doesn't want to defog and activate our competitive on Empoleon. We do have rocks. Best case scenario would be quite a few things. Like, I wouldn't mind Mimikyu, I wouldn't mind Cleaver. Worst case scenario is kind of like probably just the Sandslash, to be honest. It is Voodoo the Mimikyu. I do not mind this at all. We're just going to go into Poseidon. What does this thing want to do to me? It might just set up an SD. I don't mind just flip turning into Vileplume here, just especially with how low our timer is. I need to keep track of that. Don't terror. Let's just flip turn out. And let's pull up Mimikyu. There's things like Swords On says like like with a life orb it does like 30% to us. He does just withdraw, so flip turn is a solid play here. Let's see what he goes into. It's the Mienshao. Okay, that's fine by me. Mienshao took a good chunk there. If it's Scarf, it does like nothing. If it's Scarf, that looks about just regular, no investment Mienshao. I'm just going to go straight into Flamigo. Let me just pull up my Flamigo here. Ice Spinner, does not kill us. We're just gonna go, if he's Scarfed it doesn't kill us. It does a good chunk, it does like 70%. We're just gonna go straight for the dual wing beat here. The fact he's taking his time on this probably tells me he isn't just straight up Adamant Choice Band, which would probably maybe kill us. Yeah, Adamant Choice Band would kill us. Ice Spinner. He does withdraw. We're just going to go for the dual wing beat here, potentially hitting this Mimikyu. It's Stego. What is Stego? The Sandslash. How much are we doing to this? Is it Helmet? No Helmet. We do a good chunk to it. We do like 60%. He does show me lefties. That is not fully Fizz Def, which is very interesting here. So yeah, this thing is lefties. My swap into this should just be... Do we want to go into Hades here? We know it's lefties. He already just wants to click. We're just going to go into the Vileplume here. Oh. Yeah, Earthquake does like 30% max. He's really thinking about this one. Which I don't mind too much. Inteleon was the lead. Mimikyu is the Disguiser still up. Mienshao took a bit, but it could be... We should look out for the Regenerator. He's just gonna probably stay in here. He could have just clicked it again, in all honesty. He does just spin. Okay, we're gonna get some helmet chip. 308. spin. Do. So he did what? 54 minus 4. He did like 46. So there is attack investment in this, but not too much. I don't think it's like max attack. No, that's... Oh wait, no. Wait. Let me pull up rapid spin. That looks about actually max attack, in all honesty. I could strength side. What does it swap into this? Potentially Altaria, potentially Cleavor. I think I do just want to strength sap here. He does withdraw, okay. Into what? Into Melmedarada, Altaria, okay. We could have just clicked Toxic, or even Sludge Bomb there, but that's fine. I'm just gonna let those things attack. If it is offensive, Altaria could do a good chunk to us. Ooh. So yeah, we do want to get out of here. We probably just want to get out into... I don't mind going Hades here. Well, this thing Terra. It's not going to Terra Water or Terra Fairy in front of us. So we can just go Empoleon here, right? Pretty safely. Especially at -1, I'm not faring Earthquake from this thing as much. We can just see what this thing is. It's DD. It is DD. Now, is it Terra Water is the question. We are just going to flip turn out. Is Dragon Dance. Very interesting. And the fact that it's only at neutral as well means this thing isn't doing too much to us with like an EQ. It is just gonna Earthquake. How much does this do? Ooh, down to 228. Good to know. A neutral Earthquake. We took what? 150? Like 140... 144? That looks like a roll from max attack. Okie dokie, and nothing like 10% back from a flip turn, so it's not bulky, but it's got some bulk to it. I do just want to go into Hades here, potentially just go for the Will-O-Wisp. We can see its item here. It is citrus. Okay, good to know. With Earthquake. We're just going to go straight for the Will-O-Wisp here. We don't need to Terra. He's going to withdraw into what? You're a lizard. It's the Inteleon, which I don't mind. If this thing is specs, that's where things become tough. It doesn't do too much to us. It would do like 50% with a Dark Pulse here. Is that something I'm willing to take? Do I want to Terra? I don't mind Terraing. Is there anything I need to not be Terra for? I think I like being Terra here. So I'm just gonna Terra up. Do I Nightshade? How much do I do with a Terra Blast if I've got my Terra up? Like 40%. Poseidon isn't bad. Being chipped is a little bit annoying here. I think I am just going to go straight for... Does Nightshade or Terra Blast do more? Nightshade always does more. So we're just going to Nightshade here in case he is that Dark Pulse set. We're just going to see how much he does to me. Yeah. He Ice Beams, okay. Goes down to 174. We can do a good chunk to it there. So we're down to what? 174. So we took what? 22 plus 26, which is 48 from this Ice Beam. That is not specs. Ooh, that's not even max special attack, it doesn't look like. Is that like no investment? Wait, what? Oh no, that's Hydro Bomb I'm looking at. Dark Pulse. That looks like there is definitely some investment here. Yeah, that just looks like standard max special attack. If he wants to swap in, I do not mind going for the Terra Blast here. He goes straight for the flip turn, okay. Flip turn. Plus Ice Beam, so we didn't see Life Orb or anything, so this doesn't look like boosting item. They kind of look like, do they even look like modest damage? It could be a modest low roll. Stego comes in. This thing is going to take a Terra Blast. Pretty well there. He could go for the knockoff here, which I would not enjoy. I don't mind going just Apollo and clicking do Wing Beat again. That's tough. This is tough. Losing an item is not the greatest, but I do not. Do I mind? Do I really need this? I think he probably has to click knockoff here. I think losing Demeter's Rocky Helm is fine. Unless we get a bit of chip on this. He does just click knock as I expected, down to 260. Yup. Does a Sludge Bomb kill from here? Sludge Bomb will do like 23% if he's max HP. He's sitting around like 20 exactly. This is tough. He didn't look too physically offensive. Obviously we have timer, so I need to consider it. I'm just gonna go for... Is there anything that really wants to come in on Energy Ball? I'm gonna go for the... I'm gonna go for the Sludge Bomb here. I'm gonna go for the Sludge Bomb. We're gonna risk it. I do think Altaria... Okay, that's fine. Let's go. It is Altaria? It is Altaria. Okay, good to know. Okay, we do a good chunk to that thing. That does look about how much it would deal. Do I just Strength Sap in front of this? I could go Terra Fairy Hades and click Terra Blast. I am gonna go there. He's not gonna Terra Fairy, he's not gonna Terra Water in front of me. Obviously we see the Citrus again. He does just DD. +1, how much is a Brave Bird doing? Like 35 to 43. I'm just going to click Will-O-Wisp. If he wants to go into Incinteleon again, that's fine by me. He is going to pop his Terras. Is he Terra Water or Terra Fairy here? It is the Terra Fairy. Okay, good to know. And he's going to click Play Rough. Okay. That does not KO us. Please hit. Thank you, beautiful. We're going to burn this, which is lovely. So we see play rough. He's probably going to pop the citrus, yeah. And then I'm going to click haze in case he tries to set up on me here. Further. I do want to have a look at Empoleon. Yeah, this thing is doing nothing while it's burned. It is going to DD again. Beautiful. We get the haze off, which is lovely. So, no boost. We have shown off our whole set. What does he want to go into here? Terrablast is just as terrifying as before, but I do think I want a Nightshade here. He does absolutely nothing to me now. He's just going to play rough. Okay, so he's just going to chip this in range. Okay. That is absolutely nothing. Boom, big hit, plus the burn. This thing will go down here. Is that what I want? Do I want to set up in front of this if this thing goes for another play rough? How much does Galvantula take from this? It's now neutral. Galvantula. Custom set. Play rough does 17.3. It does absolutely nothing. I think this is where we get our webs up. He roosts, that's fine by me. He shows me last move. So he is not Brave Bird, which is really solid here. I don't mind the roost too bad. If he's like no investment, he takes way too much from the Thunder. We're just gonna get our webs up, I think. What do I predict? Obviously that Sand Through is super low. We're just gonna web him. If he clicks the Sand Slash button, he clicks the Sand Slash button. We obviously don't have our Ghost to block spin anymore. Maybe I should have Energy Balled. If he does go Sand Slash, he's just going to click spin. It is... Oh, it's Mimikyu. Okay. I really don't mind that at all. Webs go up. Let's go. We're just going to go Vileplume here. +2, we're not dying to a play rough from where we're at, and we can just strength sap it if it does go for the sword stance. Let's see what he clicks here. He shows me Shadow Claw. Did a little bit. There was no boosting item. Shadow Claw does way more than I think it did. It did around 60 if I just remove the Life Orb. That kind of looks like in the range. It could just be like not fully invested. I do want to click Energy Ball in case he does swap here. He does SD, so maybe the SD I don't think he kills me here, but it's going to be close. We do break the disguise, which is nice. He's not red card, we're just going to strength sap here. He does Shadow Claw, does it crit? We do! That crit, I think, mattered. I'm not 100% sure, but that's big. Do we see item? We don't see an item still. That is super tough, though, because now we really struggle to stop this thing. How much does Galvantula just do to this thing with its Disguise Broken? We do so much if it's not invested. This is tough. At +2. This thing has a good chance to kill me. I'm just going to go into Galvantula here. This thing is like max HP. Thunder isn't killing. I'm just going to Volt Switch on it. He does sneak. How much does that do? That should never kill us. Down to 129. Big chunk. And we can just go into this, right? Thunderbolt should kill this from here. Come on. Yes, beautiful. So down goes the Mimikyu, beautiful. We can just Draco a Jetpack out if need be. What comes in here? Obviously webs are up, which is really good. He is really struggling with the swap in here. Obviously Altaria's burned. We do outpace non-spec. We did see that the Intellion's not scarfed. It's cleave or head. Does it take webs? It does. Okay. So even if this thing is scarfed, it should never outpace me because of the webs. If it is scarfed, it does 1,000,000% to me with a close combat. Draco does a huge chunk to this thing if it isn't. But there's a chance to miss. Is it worth the risk? And Poseidon eats a hit, but oof, we might have to sack Hades at this point. What's dead? It's just the Mimikyu that's dead. Sansa's really low. Intellion's chipped. Do I go for the Thunderbolt here? Obviously CC will kill me. I'm gonna go straight for the Draco. We do a good chunk, I assume, to this. Oh, massive crit! Oh my god, that is... that kind of makes up for the crit on Vileplume earlier, but that crit is so big. It just... We're gonna eject pack out here. I think we just get to go Galvantula here based on what he has left. That is massive. That is a massive crit, and that really changes this game because I was probably sacking Dusclops at that point in the game. Maybe... That's so tough for my opponent there to deal with. Yeah, because Inteleon is going to have speed dropped. Zeus is at a decent amount of HP still. Yeah, the Altaria is in a bad position because obviously it's Terra Fairied, so it also gets speed dropped. And Specs Galvantula is just going to do bits now because we can Energy Ball pretty safely onto this team. I don't think he has a resist left to Energy Ball. Mimikyu's gone. Obviously Cleavor's now gone, so yeah, this is really tough for him. Did we just Volt Switch on this? How much is that? Is that like... Ooh. It is going to get natural cured of its burn, which is big. It's got EQ and Play Rough. I don't think either kill. Double check if it is Terra Fairy. Player off probably kills. We can just Vault Switch out on this, right? We do a huge chunk to this thing. Is that its defense? That's no defense. So yeah, we do like 50 to 60% with the Vault Switch. He's gonna double into Sand Slash, I think, right? That is a really good play. I think he did see... Did he see Specs damage earlier? I don't know. He did. Okay, so he's just gonna... Yeah, go straight for that. And he's gonna spin here, always. How much does he hit if he spins? We still outplace with Cyclizar. This thing doesn't have the best speed. It's like 252. It's 343, so it definitely never outpaces Cyclizar. So we're just gonna go into that. But yeah, this opens the game a lot more. Just him getting this spin, so this is a really good play. There's the spin. Do we have to... Obviously, he doesn't know what our offenses are. Do we kill with a rapid spin here? Rapid spin. If he's fully Fizz Death, this is like 10%. So yeah. Is there a Draco resist left on his team? There's not really one left. He could go into the... this is tough. I could double predicting the Altaria here. Is that the right play though, is the question. This thing at +1 probably outpaces my whole team. I'm just gonna Draco. If he makes the double, he makes the double. That's really good play. It is into the Melmadara. I think I do just taunt this. We don't want this thing setting up. He does go for the Dragon Dance. Okay. He's probably just going to play rough here. Does that kill? Does the double up kill Empoleon? Earthquake does a huge chunk, but if he does... Ooh, it doesn't quite kill, so we're just going to go Empoleon here. He's just going to go for the Earthquake prediction. Really good play. There's not much I can do into that at this point. How much is a Brave Bird? If I come in afterwards with Flamigo, do I just kill with Brave Bird? I would just kill with Brave Bird at that point. I am just going to click Flip Turn. He does just EQ kill me. Okay, that's fine. He does shake off the taunt, which is fine. We should outpace this always, right? 284. My Flamigo is at 297, and that's max speed Jolly, yeah. How does he swap into a Brave Bird at this point? I don't think he does. I think he just sacks off here. But just in case, dual Wing Beat does 68 to 80. That should always kill. We're just going to dual Wing Beat here. Obviously, time is becoming a big factor as well. Does a Mienshao kill me with anything? I don't think it's Bandit. I really don't think it's Bandit, the way he's playing it. Obviously, we have to hit this dual Wing Beat. I really hope we hit the dual Wing Beat. but something should probably be dying here. I think Inteleon might be the sack of choice. Inteleon is getting closer and closer to winning, right? He does withdraw. What is dying? We could have U-turned. It is the Sand Slash here. We do hit. Okay. It does go down here. What is the swap-in of choice? Is it Inteleon? We know he's not. Max special attack Inteleon is a roll to kill us. A roll heavily in our favor. Unless he's modest. Unless he's modest. I do not know what the swap-in of choice for him is here. He has the Inteleon Mian Shao left. And the Altaria. Altaria does get outpaced and killed by Flamigo. So we can't let the thing D-dance. That is... Okay, it is the Mian Shao. Do we risk it here? I mean, this thing is going for an ice move 100% of the time. I don't think I have a swap-in. I really do not think I have a swap into this. If it's banded, it's banded. We lose. If it's Scarfed, Ice Spinner never kills. Adamant Scarf? Adamant Scarf never kills either. I'm just going to do Wing Beat again. He misses a triple axle. Oh my god. Oh, we don't even miss the dual Wing Beat back. Oh, that's so big. That is... And we crit? That is so massive. Oh no. I'm so sorry to my opponent there. That is such a big turn. Did triple axle kill? I don't even know. If he's jolly, it does. Oh my god. Yeah, that would have killed if he hits all 3 times. That's really massive. He has Inteleon that outpaces us. That tells me that Inteleon's not Specs then. Obviously it's not Specs, but I don't think it's modest. It is the Altaria. Oh, I'm just going to pull it up again in calcs, but I think Altaria died here. It has to be max speed to outpace my boy after a calc. Dueling Beat should kill, right? 68 to 80. What is it at? It looks to be at like 70%, so it might be a roll. We're just gonna dual Wing Beat here. We hit it. That might not kill. It does. Okay. Does Inteleon one-shot us here? Is the new question. This is so unfortunate. That triple axle miss has completely flipped this game. And he might honestly still win. He might honestly still win. He is burned and he is chipped. Do we have anything that really just takes a hit from this? That is the question. I mean, like if use max special attack. 252. Timid? How much is he doing with an ice beam? He's doing 86.9 to 102. It is a roll. I'm just going to click to Wing Beat. He does ice beam. He does get the kill. Okay, good. That's fine. Let's play this slow. Let's not throw this game right now. Ice beam does a huge chunk to my boy. I mean, we always outspeed with this though, right? I do want to have a look at this. Draco does 1,000,000 to this if it's not invested. If it's like 252 HP, how much do we do? If it's 252 HP, we do 58.7 with a Thunderbolt. That should just be game, right? Yeah, does it kill? That is game. We are going to win. The crit did not matter. Unless even if he's max HP, it doesn't matter. But that is such a big miss on Mian Shao that really changed this game around. Yeah. I'm so sorry to Dries, obviously, for that. I hope he really pops back in. Obviously, for us, it's really nice to get, I think it was a 3-0 win? I'm pretty sure it was a 3-0. I'm pretty sure it was a 3-0, but I'll have to double check there. But yeah, that's really tough. Hopefully our luck has just all been used up on this first match, so I don't know what that's gonna mean for week 2, where we face Matt. So I mean, obviously I'm super sorry to my opponent, but at the same time, I hope he bounces back for week 2. But obviously we got the win, and that's the most important thing. Bye. See.